The world you live in is nothing but lies. From morning to night, advertising lies. Social media shows you other people's perfect lives, though behind every filter there is the same emptiness as in yours. And even your own brain lies to you. Sweet intoxication. Why? Because real truth feels like a sledgehammer to the face. If you confront it head-on, you might not get out of bed. But Seneca, that stern old Roman who saw with his own eyes Rome burn to the ground, emperors drop dead, and death mowed down the strongest men, he had no time for fairy tales. He looked reality straight in the eye and never flinched. And he taught his students to do the same. Not because he was a cynic, but because he knew. Only naked truth makes a man free. Everything else is chains we put on ourselves. Here are 4 brutal truths about life. For blows that Seneca hammered into his students' heads like nails into a coffin lid. For slaps to wake you from this sweet dream. Accept them, and you become unsinkable. Brush them off, and you stay in the swamp. First, you are going to die, and this is not a tragedy. This is the foundation. This is the price that makes every hour precious. Seneca wrote about this in his 77th letter to Lucilius, a letter about the final day. He said, "Death is not a punishment, not a catastrophe. It is a condition of life. It is the very point that turns your existence from an endless gray chewing gum into a short but valuable stretch. Tell me, if you had infinite money, would you cherish a single coin? No. If you had infinite time, would you value even 1 hour? Also no. Death is not an enemy. It is a sculptor. It is what carves true form out of your life. Without it, your life is a shapeless lump of stone that no one would even glance at. Death sharpens your existence, like a whetstone sharpens a blade. Every day could be your last. This is not a reason to panic. This is a reason not to waste time on empty people, on work that makes your ears wither, on thoughts that drag you down. Seneca wrote, "Live as if each day is your last. Then it will stop being a rehearsal and become a life." You are not preparing for life, pal. You are already in it, and it will end. Make sure you have something to remember, not something to regret. Second, you truly own nothing. Everything is given on loan. Seneca delivered this blow in his 91st letter. It was written after fire wiped Lyon off the face of the earth, the wealthiest city in the empire. He told Lucilius, "Nothing we possess is truly ours. Not your house, not your money, not your car, not even your own body, and certainly not your children. All of it is temporary gifts from fortune. And she, you know, is a capricious lady. At any moment, she can take it all back. You are merely a tenant on this planet, not an owner. Realize this, and you will stop desperately clinging to things. You will stop fearing the loss of what was never yours. Imagine you are living in a luxury hotel. You admire the view, sleep on a soft bed, use expensive soap, but you don't run through the corridors in hysterics, afraid you'll have to check out tomorrow, do you? You know the hotel isn't yours. That very knowledge is what allows you to enjoy it. Without fear, without despair. The wise man, according to Seneca, does not clench his fists trying to hold on to sand. He opens them, letting time flow through his fingers, and enjoys what is. All you truly have is this present moment. Everything else is credit that fortune can call back at any second. Realize this, and fear will leave. Only freedom will remain. Third, most people don't care about you. This truth is the hardest to accept, because it hits our wounded self-esteem. We were taught that we matter, that each of us is a unique snowflake, and without us the world would collapse. Oh, how flattering, and how untrue. Most people don't care about you. They are busy with themselves, with their own problems, fears, mortgages, and ailments. And when you understand this, you will stop being a slave to others' opinions. You will stop bending over backwards to please. You will stop checking every step against what will people think, because they barely think about you at all. You are just an extra in the background of their own movie. Accept this and breathe freely. Do what you think is right. Say what you think. Live according to your own inner compass, not someone else's. Seneca didn't write about this in one specific letter, but his entire philosophy is saturated with it. The wise man does not need the crowd's approval, because the crowd doesn't know him and doesn't care about him. Who cares what the neighbors chatter about? They don't pay your bills. They don't live your life. When they leave, you will be left alone with yourself. And this is a wonderful chance to finally get to know yourself, and maybe to love yourself. Fourth, Suffering is inevitable, but it forges your character. This is the hardest point. You will suffer, guaranteed. You will lose loved ones. You will fail in business. You will feel pain. Life will punch you in the face, and more than once. The question is not whether it will happen. The question is how you choose to see it. Seneca devoted an entire treatise to this, on providence. In it, he reflects, why do bad things happen to good people? And his answer is a bucket of sobering cold water. He says, suffering is not punishment. It is training. It is an opportunity to become stronger. He wrote that fate sets the most difficult tasks before her favorite students to temper them. Treat suffering as punishment, and you will break. Treat it as a lesson, and you will become steel. Suffering is the forge in which steel is hammered. Endure the heat, don't crack, and you will emerge more flexible, stronger, more resilient. Seneca taught, look at pain not through, why is this happening to me? But through, what can I learn from this? This is the only way not just to survive in darkness, but to flourish in it. Accept these 4 truths, and you become invulnerable. You will die, so you will learn to live. Nothing belongs to you, so you will learn to enjoy what you have right now. People don't care, so you will stop looking over your shoulder. Suffering is inevitable, so you will turn it into your strength. Seneca didn't offer you a smile through tears and wishes upon stars. He offered something more valuable, a sober view of the world. Accept this sobriety, and you will stop being a toy in the hands of fate. Become its partner. Then no blow will knock you off course, because you have already agreed to all the blows in advance. They have ceased to be a threat. They have become part of the journey. You are unsinkable, not because you hide from the storms, but because you have learned to walk on the waves as if they were solid ground.